Hey everybody, Andrew from Excelsior Auto Detailing. Wanted to show you this amazing 2023 Honda Civic SI. Got a 5-year ceramic coating, got the glass coat as well, got the interior coat, and we did all the rims. First off, this thing's blacked out on blacked out. The only thing that they could do later is maybe tint it, but in terms of the actual cosmetics of the car, everything is black. So for us, that's obviously a concern because black, you know, it's a lot harder to clean. Shows dirt a lot easier, which is kind of the same point there. And it's just more, you have to maintain it a lot more than like a regular colored vehicle. So that's where ceramic coating comes in. This customer is actually a previous customer of ours. We did a 1-year ceramic on their vehicle 2 years ago, I think. Wasn't this one, obviously this is their new one, and they wanted to test it out. Reason why we couldn't do a more in-depth coating on it back then was the paint was too thin. They wanted scratches taken out of it, and something that we don't talk about a lot, and it's something we always do, is on every single car, before we do polish or to paint, so before we're doing any type of polishing, to keep, you know, the paint looking good and like pristine, well not pristine, but you know, maintained, shiny, glossy, we always do a paint report. Reason why we do that is it tells you how much clear coat is on top of this panel. So we don't want to go through it and then it goes from shiny to like dull. So you're just gonna have like a matte circle when you go through the clear coat. It's like a dull spot. And once we do that, we can't go back. So we like to know exactly how much clear coat do we have on this vehicle, what makes the most sense long term. So over the life of this car, we don't want to have to repaint it because something that could be something that we could have avoided previously. So in terms of, let's say we did as most aggressive of a polishing job as we can, and then so there's no clear coat left on the car, barely anything, and then he gets a little minor scratch right here. If that were to happen and we did a really aggressive polishing on this car, is the only way to fix that would be painting. So you have to repaint the part. So if we can, you know, maintain the car, preserve it, is the best way I like to say it, that's what we try and do. So we want to make sure it's nice and, you know, good to go. So like I said, existing customer went from the 1 year, got this new car, went right to the 5, rims, glass, interior, everything. Why? The coating is important, especially on this. You won't have to wash it as often. When you do wash it, way easier to clean, way easier to dry, and lastly, it's great for bugs and bird droppings. Decent amount of paint here. So obviously, you know, that's where all your bugs are going to be. The rim coating on this one's actually a really big deal, and this is why they're kind of like a satin black rim, which they look great when they're new. If they're not maintained and cleaned, they are going to be almost stained orange, is the best way to explain it, because the longer the brake disc has to sit on there, the more iron's going to be on there, and it will start staining if you don't wash them. What the coating does, easier to get all that off. So even if you go through a touchless car wash, it gets most of all that off by itself, which is amazing. Glass has been all done. So, you know, windshield, side glass, rear, the other side, and the moonroof's all been done. What's nice about that, driving on the highway, you don't have to use your wipers in the rain. Makes also getting bugs and, you know, bird droppings if you get them on the glass. Makes it a lot slicker, a lot easier to get off. And then we did the interior. So I'll have you come around here. It's going to unlock this. And what we do with the interior, this is a fabric interior car. So all the seats are fabric. What we do with that is we actually will coat all your fabric seats, the carpet, we'll pull the mats out, tops of the doors, in the front we'll do the steering wheel, high traffic areas. And what that does, and what I tell people is when we do that, it makes it so it's easier to clean. If you spill anything on the vehicle at all, so anything like on the carpet, seats, anything, that's way easier to take care of. And then what else I say is, it lasts a year. So it has a 1-year durability. That's on high traffic areas, like your driver's seat. If, for example, he said, I'm not going to really have anybody in the back. Okay, then you're probably never going to have to do the back seat for 5 years. Same with the trunk. We might never have to do it again. It's not like a time thing. It's the same thing with all the coatings on the paint. When we say a 5-year, it depends on durability. If they're washing the car frequently and, you know, preserving it, maintaining what we say to, it's going to last a lot longer. If you guys have any questions at all, don't forget to ask. Talk to you soon.